Research shows that people with disabilities often smoke and use tobacco at much higher rates than people without disabilities. The Center for Disease Control notes that 1 in 4 people with disabilities smokes, while less than 1 in 5 people without disabilities smokes. Today, we are talking to Mr. Leonard. Hey, Leonard, who is a member.
Hey,
Who is a
Leonard, how
member?
you doing?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. How about you?
I'm good.
Leonard is a member of the board of the Mississippi Paralysis Association. He stopped smoking many years ago and has never returned to tobacco. How is that?
Oh, that's great. I tell you, I just turned 60 on October 21st, right? I've never smoked a day in my 50s. Well, I quit smoking like 10 years ago, right before I turned 50. And I'm 60 now. I turned 60 on October 21st this year, and I haven't smoked a day in my 50s. So far, a day in my 60s either, so as far as that goes. But yeah, I mean, I love it, man. I'm more winded, I love it. Your teeth stop falling out. Your eyes, they start to go back to normal. Your lungs, of course, go back to normal. But yeah, the smoking that's the way to go. I mean, if anyone can, I would recommend anyone, if you're smoking, stop. And you'll see a dramatic change in your life.
Was it hard for you to stop smoking?
It wasn't, Taylor, after I made my mind up to do it. One night, let me tell you how, I've smoked so long since I was a teenager up until I was like 40-something years old, 49 years old. I quit, a couple months here, a couple months there, while growing up. And, cigarette smoking always went along with alcohol, like drinking a beer, you have to have a cigarette, like drinking coffee, you have to have a cigarette. Or after a meal, you would have to have a cigarette. But when I got shot, I'm a paraplegic. When I got shot, I was shot in the back in '82. I don't know. It seemed like a cigarette kind of went along with my injury then, So I don't know. I guess I kind of relied upon a cigarette to kind of ease my nerve, to help, I don't know, soothe my nerves that I was in a wheelchair or whatever. But yeah, one day I came on one evening. It was late, and I was getting ready to bed. And I coughed. In that cough, I, spat it out, and it was blood. I said, well, I had just bought a new pack of cigarettes, Newports, and I set them there on my nightstand. I said, I'm not smoking again. I didn't smoke. I haven't smoked since. It was, I just made my mind up to quit. Anyone make their mind up, they can do it. I mean, if it's in your will to do, you will do it. You will stop smoking. And I look around, people around me, here in my household, and I see how it was affecting them too. And I see now that I see the difference now that I don't smoke. But there is a difference, you affect people around you with your secondhand smoke, and it's not good for anybody.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear this, that you stopped smoking and you're seeing that you're feeling a lot better, because smoking has bad side effects.
Absolutely, absolutely. You lose your teeth, your eyesight so bad. You get, the whole host of other things, possibility of lung cancer, heart disease, hypertension, there's a lot associated with smoking cigarettes, Taylor. Let me tell you, a lot associated with it. So anyone you want to stay away from that, and you can. Tobacco is like one of the most addictive drugs there is, I mean, you don't want to get addicted to tobacco. I mean, anything for that matter, but tobacco is one you definitely don't want to get addicted to.
Did you think about your family and secondhand smoke when you were smoking?
Well, not so much, but I did. Right along when I was quitting smoking, I started to think about them then, how it was, affecting them, like, they were just as much as risky as I was for lung cancer, because secondhand smoke is just as dangerous as firsthand smoke. So now that I quit, of course I think about, wow, how could I apologize all the time now that I used to smoke. I apologize for that, because I know how bad it was back then,
Yes, sir. And what information would you like to share with others about quitting smoking?
That's something you want to get in your mind that you want to do. I mean, if you're smoking, if you're a smoker, you want to quit, and you want to tell yourself that you need to quit, because one day you're going to look up, it's going to be too late. Your teeth are gonna be falling out. Your eyes are gonna be bad. Diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, all of that is associated with cigarette smoke. If you want to quit, just put it in your mind to quit and think about the consequences afterwards, because you will feel a whole lot better. Trust me, you will feel better. You will be doing a lot better if you quit smoking.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for taking your time for being here and telling us your story.
Oh, Taylor, it was a pleasure speaking with you, man. You take care, and I'll be talking to you in the future, okay?
You take care. You have a wonderful day.